following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culver's of Lincoln, Grau Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
This is Corporal Brian Clements with the Lincoln Police Department. This week, Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers is seeking information in reference to a shooting that occurred on December 30th, 2024 at approximately 7 to 8 p.m. in the area of the North Jefferson Street near the Logan County Fairgrounds. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries from a small caliber gunshot. At this time, no description of a suspect was given. If you have any information on this crime, please contact the Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers anonymously at 217-732-3000 or the Lincoln Police Department at 217-732-2151. Tips leading to an arrest could receive a cash reward of up to $1,000. Crime Stoppers only wants your information, not your name.
The Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week is brought to you by Me Realty, supporting a thriving community safe for families through support of the Crime Stoppers program. Me Realty, 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Fans, and welcome to Lincoln Railer basketball. It's time for the Josh Comnick Grau Incorporated pregame show. I'm your host, Josh Comnick, and we're at home in Lincoln as the Railers get ready to take on the Pioneers from University High School. In just a moment, I'll be joined by Scott Kirby as we break down tonight's matchup. We thank you for joining us on the home of every Lincoln Railer contest this season, WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Again, Railer fans, thanks for joining us here from Coach Neil Alexander Court at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Getting set for the Pioneers and the Railers here on a Friday night in Central State 8 action. The Railers coming to the contest with a record of 10-8 on the season, 2-4 in Central State 8 play, while the Pioneers check in with an overall record of 12-10 and 3-3 in conference action. Railer sophomores improved to 13-1 on the season with a victory 54-24. Just a minute ago, Ryu High out on the court getting some shots up. The Railers yet to take the court. We'll be back and send it to the studios. Back in just a couple minutes. More of the Growl Incorporated pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
Donating pet food can keep families together. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Pregame show, Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here from Lincoln Community High School. And Scott, good to be back. Been off, we had the cold out, I guess it was, on Tuesday. Bloomington did not have school, so they were unable to make it here to take on the Railers on Tuesday. So it's been about 6 days since the Railers took on Quincy. It's good to be back here, and really unfamiliar territory for the Railers. Scott, I was trying to think back as this week went on, the last time the Railers had 3 losses in a row. Yeah, a losing streak of 3, and I couldn't come up with one, and about time to stop that tonight.
Yeah, you're right, Josh. We got to stop the bleeding tonight against a good normal U-High team, and you know, with not playing since last Saturday, you know, obviously the game this week was canceled due to the frigid cold, and yeah, we got to get back on our winning ways. And a positive thing that I'm seeing out there right now is you got Frank and Drew Hayes back out there. Don't know how much time they'll get tonight just because they've been inactive for a while, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, well, it's got to be a confidence builder, not only for Hayes and Frank Sanders, but a confidence builder for this team, which is desperately needed right now. The Railers really struggling to put the ball in the hole, Scott, and you know, defense has done a pretty good job against Springfield High. Then the Railers fell to Lanphier and then fell at Quincy. The defense has been pretty good. We just been struggling struggling to score.
Yeah, you're right. Scoring has been an issue, and when you got two of your leaders, seniors, not out there, the other kids are looking who to go to, and they just really haven't found that answer. And Carson, he's still trying to get in the swing of things after he missed several games and out with his wrist injury, and hopefully he can find his shot real soon.
Yeah.
Because we need that perimeter shot to open up that middle for Frank and Drew.
Yeah, I've been tough sledding for the Railers on the scoring. It's time. I told him as he left today, it's time to get the wheels going right in the right direction, and it starts tonight. And hopefully, still a lot of season left. I look through the schedule, and quite a few games yet for the Railers, but it is going to be games on games here coming up, because with the cancellation of Chatham Glenwood and then Bloomington, those have both been rescheduled, and we'll try to get those dates for you for sure. But you throw already a jam-packed schedule here coming down the stretch already, and then you throw those two games in, I think on a Wednesday maybe and on a Tuesday or something like that.
Thursday, February 6th, makeup game with Chatham Glenwood, and then Monday, February 10th for Bloomington. So a couple of days that we're not really accustomed to playing, Thursdays and Mondays, but you want to get those games in, and that's just the way it works with you having an open date and then your opponent. So.
Right, yeah, tough to fill that, and athletic directors found that date, and the Railers will get those rescheduled, so that helps with the games, more games to get Hayes, Comnick, Sanders back going. Practice is one thing, all of them need that, of course, but that game situation, that game speed, that time where the shot's on the line in a game is a lot different than it is when it's in practice.
And the best thing about those makeup games, they're at home.
Yeah, we can stay here at the friendly confines.
Well, we have a 4-game, well, not now, a 3-game home stretch for the Railers, and then we're on the road a little bit, but you got to win at home. You got to take care of your home court, and hopefully the Railers can get back to their winning ways tonight.
14 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock before the Railers and the Pioneers are going to tip it off. We'll kick it back to studios for another timeout. You're in the Ground Incorporated pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Have you ever seen somebody treated unfairly because of the color of their skin?
Do you guys know what it means to have white privilege?
What is racism, and what do you think about it?
Talk to young children about what racism is, giving them the language to understand it. They can be disruptors. They can shape and shift culture.
We may not always know the answer, but we'll try and help you learn.
You don't have to have all the answers, but that doesn't mean we can't start.
Here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, getting set for the Pioneers and the Railers here on a Friday night in conference action. You're in the Ground Incorporated Pregame show. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby. Run through the standings here in the Central State 8. And the Generals from MacArthur are leading the conference with a 5-1 record. Right behind them is Glenwood with a 4-1 record. Springfield High 6-2. Rochester 5-3. Sacred Heart Griffin 3-3. Eisenhower along with them 3-3. And so is Normal University High 3-3. The Lions and Railers both sit at 2-4. Jacksonville 2-5 in Southeast, winless in the conference at 0-6. City tournament going on in Springfield this weekend, so a lot of that will get figured out with some more Central State 8 games going on. But first things first for the Railers here, Scott, as we get back to home, a nice week of practice. I think it looks to be that Sanders and Hayes are in uniform, maybe getting their way back. I know Carson said he's starting to feel a little bit better with the wrist and the strength in it, and hopefully for this Railer team down the stretch, we can get it going.
Yeah, and I noticed Carson with a new hairdo. Got her cut pretty short. Didn't get the Josh.
No,
not quite that short, but yeah. So
something's got to change, right?
Yeah, maybe it makes him a little lighter and a little quicker.
Changing the socks, changing the underwear doesn't work. Then you got to go to the hair.
Go to the hair.
And Mom cut it off a little. Maybe be a little quicker out there now with less hair. But looking back, the Railers are in action again tomorrow as the Rocks from Rock Island will enter Coach Neil Alexander Court. And we haven't seen the Rocks yet, but we did see the team that they fell to in Quincy, and that was a game before we played them, and Quincy only beat them by 12 points. So this one isn't easy tonight, and obviously tomorrow is going to be a tough one as well.
Yeah, you're right, and we saw what type of a team Quincy had last Saturday, and boy, they're good. They're ranked #1 for a reason, and they're just an all-around team that can do it inside and out, and that's good for the Railers to see that competition. Maybe it'll slow this game down a little bit and let us get in some kind of groove, some kind of what's the word I'm looking for?
You brought it up.
Some kind of groove. We'll say groove. Where
get the flow.
Rhythm. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And we just haven't seen that offensively. Defensively, we're going to be solid. Night in, night out. But we just got to find some offense.
Running through some of the stat leaders here for the Central State 8. Didn't really even know this was possible, but the Central State 8 website has it going up. Leading scorer in the Central State 8 is a tie between Tyshawn Clemens and Amari Burries from Jacksonville. Clemens from Decatur Eisenhower, both at 19 points a game. Eli Cox and Carson Komnick, third and fourth there at 12.5 points per game. Hayes right behind him at 10.4. Obviously, Hayes hasn't been in the game as of late, but boy, just the confidence that I think that he'll bring. You got to remember, Hayes is usually around 10 to 15 points a game, 5 or 6 rebounds, but I think most importantly, he handles the ball a lot and assists on a lot of the points for the Railers. Hayes averages about four assists a game, and that's huge for this team.
Yeah, he takes a lot of pressure off our point guard just because he can bring the ball up, and whoever's defending him is going to be on him, and it makes it a little easier to get up the court and get into your offense. And we haven't seen that for the past several games with his ankle injury. So I don't know, like we said earlier, I don't know how much time him and Frank are going to get tonight, if any. But it will be nice to have a healthy team out there.
8 minutes and 25 seconds left here in the warm-ups. We'll send it back to the studios for another break here in the Ground Incorporated pregame show. And you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Schneider Masonry, family-owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3600 3786.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Thanks everybody for joining us here from Coach Neil Alexander Court, getting set for the Pioneers and the Railers here on this Friday night. The Railers coming to the contest with a record of 10-8 on the season, 2-4 in conference play, while U-High comes in at 12-10 and 3-3 in league action. You're in the Growl Incorporated pregame show. Josh Comnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here, and a full day of basketball here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium tomorrow, as the Lady Railers are in action, I believe, at 11:30 and 1 o'clock. They will be taking on, I believe, the Chargers from Champaign Centennial. Is that right, Lloyd? Yep, he shakes his head, right? So
Lloyd would know.
Yep, girls games tomorrow, as they're on a little bit of a heater themselves. The girls playing better here as of late, so good luck to them tomorrow. And then the Railers in action tomorrow, 5 and 6:30, as the Rock Island Rocks come to town. That's going to wrap it up for us here on the pregame show. After a word from our sponsors, Scott and I'll be back here in Lincoln to bring you the play-by-play action as the Railers take on the Pioneers. As always, a big thank you goes out to all of our sponsors. This has been the Josh Comnick Growl Incorporated pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culvers of Lincoln, Growl Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
Good evening, everyone. This is Scott Kirby alongside Josh Comnick, Lloyd Kirby on the camera, and Claudette back at the studio, and we are all set to bring you all of tonight's action. We'd like to wish a good evening to all of our listeners and viewers that are tuning in to WLCN 96.3 FM, listening on the go on the Mixler app, or watching our live stream video on YouTube. We hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. The Railers come in tonight's game with an overall record of 10-8, 2-3 in the Central State 8, while the Pioneers have an overall record of 12-10. It's time to check tonight's list of the game, sponsored by Me Realty. List your home with Me Realty when it's time to sell, and if you're looking to buy, check the listings at merealty.com. Josh, 3 keys to tonight's game.
Score, score, score. I'd like to see a 70-50 victory over the Railers, or I'm sorry, the Railers over the Pioneer. Let's see if we can run and score and get up and down the court and find ways to put the ball in the hole, because that's been a struggle for us. Railers just have not been able to stay with teams, mainly because of just can't put up enough points right now. So I know Coach is a defensive guy, and I'm right there with you. Defense wins games, but well, you got to put the ball in the hole to stay with it. So let's see if the Railers can get out. Obviously, a hot start.
Right.
As we've been playing pretty well in the first half of this 3-game losing streak. I think we were tied with Springfield and maybe even up on Lanphier, but it's been that third quarter that's really hurt us, and really even played pretty well against Quincy in that first half, and it's been the third quarter that's hurt us. You got to be consistent for 4 quarters, of course, but boy, I'd like to see some points get put on the board tonight.
Yeah, and I think with our depleted bench, these kids, we got 4 or 5 starters playing 32 minutes, and and that's where fatigue comes in the third and fourth quarter. You go in at halftime and sit around for 10 minutes or so, and things start to tighten up, and we just come out second half flat with little energy, and hopefully tonight we can get off to a quick start and just play Railer basketball. Tough defense, cause some get some offense from our defense, and hopefully we can get Tungate going. We'll get them all going tonight.
We've seen size too on this 3-game losing streak. Springfield provided a lot of size. The big kid underneath for Lanphier was really good also, and then of course Quincy had size all over the place. Tonight, U-High not near as big, 6'3". They start a couple of a junior and a senior at 6'3". But other than that, if Hayes and Sanders can make it into the game, we'll have a size advantage.
That's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. We're going to take a commercial break as we play the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and the opening tip here on WLCN 96.3.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, Disney, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Go online to simply-traveled.com.
Welcome back here, getting set for the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Normal, Illinois, the U-High Pioneers. First man out is a 6'1" senior, number 2, A.J. Holden. 5'10" and a junior, number 3, Dallas Smith. 5'10" and a junior, number 4, Austin Kruger. 6'3" and a junior, 31, Bodie Clemenson. And 6'3" and a sophomore, 35, Owen Kirby. The Pioneers are coached by Andrew McDowell. Now getting set for the starting lineups for your Lincoln Railers. The hype video going on as we get set for the starting lineups. It looks like Coach Alexander will go with his starting lineup as he has here in the past couple of weeks. Again, the Railers in action tomorrow. That is a 5 o'clock start for the JV and a 6:30 start for the varsity action as the Rock Island Rocks come into town for tomorrow. And good luck. The starting lineups for your Lincoln Railers coming to the contest with a record of 10-8 on the season. First man out, 5'10", and a senior, number 12, Miller, Brady Miller. 6'3", and a senior, number 1, Horn, Blake Horn. 6'2", and a senior, number 3, Smith, Smith. 5'10", and a junior, number 10, Tungate, Brody Tungate. And 6'3", and a junior, number 5, Comnick, Carson Comnick. Head coach Neil Alexander, assisted by Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Bird Farmer, Josh J. McMcClellan, Zach Dom, and Gary Rademacher. And head coach Greg Alexander for the Railer sophomores, fresh off a victory tonight, 54-24, improves his record to 13-1 on the season. And we'll see if the Railers can get a sweep here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium.
And we are all set for tonight's matchup between the Normal U High Pioneers and your Lincoln Rail Splitters. Pioneers in their traveling uniforms, black uniforms, green numbers trimmed in gold, and the Railers in their home whites. It's like red lettering trimmed in green, green letters trimmed in red. Horn and Holden set to jump. Tonight's opening tip brought to you by Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. The ball is up, tipped, and controlled by the Pioneers. Smith to Holden, back to Smith. Kirby, now Smith with it, top of the key. He'll dribble left, give it to Kruger. Now in the corner to Kirby. Work it around to the right. Feed Holden at the elbow. Shot up, no good. 5-4 underneath.
Yeah.
And Horn with the rebound, hands it to Tungate. Railers with their first possession.
Yeah, good fight there by Horn and Comnick. Horn comes away with it. And the Railers get their first possession here against this man-to-man from Normal U High.
Miller, 3 on the way. Right wing off the rim, no good. Holden with the rebound for the Pioneers. Gives it to Smith. Now back to Holden. Smith over to Kirby. Now back to Smith. Work it over to Kruger. Now Clemenson. Back to Kruger all the way across to Kirby. Now Smith in the corner. Looking for Holden. Nothing there. Now they'll reset up top. Clemenson to Kruger. Bounce pass to Holden. Back to Kruger. Now they'll pull it back out.
Yeah, no hurry for the Pioneers here so far.
Holden with it
for the steal.
Finds a lane, blocked by Tungate. Said they're going to get him with the body. and Holden's going to get 2 free throws.
Yeah, Comnick went for the steal, missed it, and that gave Holden the clear lane to the basket. Tungate tried to come over and help with the block shot, but the referee thought otherwise.
Free throw up and good for Holden. First personal for Tungate. First team foul for the Railers. Second free throw up and no good. Fought for underneath on the ground. Still fought for. And it's going to be out of bounds off the Pioneers. Nope, off the Railers. Going to stay with the Pioneers.
Yeah, Comnick got pushed underneath on a rebound. And Coach Alexander telling the official to watch the push underneath. Comnick got thrown into the, not thrown, but got pushed underneath to where he couldn't get a chance. He's got to be stronger against some guys that aren't really any bigger than us.
Kick it out to Kirby. Now over to Holden, right wing. Picked up there by Miller. Now up top to Smith.
Boy, they're really patient here. This could be a 30-28 basketball game, and U-High very patient in their zone offense here.
Smith over to Holden, now in the corner to Kruger. Back to Holden, over to Clemenson. Now Smith. Left corner, picked up by Horn. Now Holden. They work it around the perimeter. 3 on the way by Clemenson, off the board, no good. Fought for underneath, and a rebound to the Pioneers. Another offensive rebound for U-High.
Yeah, another opportunity, and that's been a struggle for the Railers as of late, too, giving teams extra chances, and our lack of scoring, you can't do that.
Little bounce pass inside, stolen away. Tungate with it. He'll let his offense get down the court. Now he'll push right. Hand off to Smith. Up top to Comnick. Comnick dribbles left. Hands off to, thought about handing off to Miller. Holds it. Now gives it to Smith. Top of the key. Work it to the right. Tungate will reset with 5:10 to go here in the first. 1-0 Pioneers. Bad pass by Smith. Comnick's going to track it down. Now they'll reset. Comnick pushes right to Smith. Now Tungate, 3 in the corner. Got it. Tungate with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and the Railers take the lead 3-1.
Yeah, the gamble there by Smith. Dallas Smith tried to go after it. Comnick able to get it back.
Oh, there's a kick ball. No call. Tungate has it. Boy, they missed that one.
Yeah, they did.
Smith. Comnick cut. Smith passed. Out of bounds. Turnover, Railers.
Yeah, their coach is telling the official missed that one, and he's saying, I just couldn't see it. But didn't hurt him because the Railers turned it over.
3-1 Railers. 4:34 to go here in the first quarter. Almost turnover by the Pioneers. They'll keep possession with Smith up top. Smith over to Holden, right wing. Now back to Smith. Pioneers really working that perimeter, trying to feed it. Now they'll get it into Clemenson. He's going to go up, blocked by Comnick, and Horn gets the rebound. Horn dribbles left, kicks it up top to Smith. Now right wing, Tungate. Tungate dribbles it up top of the key, gives it to Horn left wing.
Looks like U-High calling out our plays too, so they've done their homework a little bit on the plays, the sets for the Railers.
Miller's going to dribble in, up, kick it out to Smith. Smith, Comnick, 3, deep 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Miller had it, dribbled it off his foot, out of bounds, Railers. It's going to go to the Pioneers.
Railers with another opportunity at a 3. Comnick couldn't get it to go down. Miller has, not been able to get his to go down. So 0 for 2 from the 3-point line. Railers just 3 points with the Tungate 3, and almost 4 minutes gone by here in the first quarter.
Johnson and Fitzgerald are going to check in for the Pioneers. Fitzgerald's going to, he traveled. Fitzgerald that's Johnson, I'm sorry. He got to the lane, but shuffled his feet. Turnover Pioneers. Railers up 3-1, 3:16 to go here in the first quarter. Friday night basketball. Raiders back in action tomorrow night here against Rock Island. Horn over to Tungate. Tungate's going to dribble by Smith, up off the backboard, and good for Tungate.
Yeah, Coach Al loves that play. Tungate just too quick for his guy and clear that one side out of the court, on that side of the court, and Tungate with an easy drive for the layup.
Raiders up 5-1. Smith kicks it into Johnson. He spins, traveled again. Johnson with some happy feet on the first two possessions he's into the ball game. And another turnover Pioneers as here comes Drew Hayes checking in for Miller. Drew Hayes seeing his first action since we saw him down in, the third game of the holiday tournament.
He played a little bit in the fourth game, but it wasn't much. And good to see him back as Hayes right into it.
Yeah, he's moving a lot better. Little fade to Hayes, up and good for Hayes.
Yeah, they pick and roll with Smith and Hayes, and now a timeout by U-High. And give the big guy his first action and feed him the ball. And Hayes with a nice screen for Smith. Smith with a nice pass, and Hayes up for two. So good start there by the Railers in the last couple possessions. Now 7-1, the Railers up. 2:32 left here in the first.
Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, the home of Coach Neil Alexander Court. Scott Kirby, Josh Comnick, Lloyd Kirby here this evening. And Josh, some of the keys to the game we talked about was get off to a good start, find some scoring. We've only got 7 points, but normal U-High only has 1.
Yeah, the Railer defense doing a good job. I think part of the U-High's trouble has been scoring, and right now the Railers are doing a good job of finding their shooter. I believe their best three-point shooter is Owen Kirby, a 6'3" sophomore, and he's yet to get on track from the perimeter. So the Railer defense has turned into some offense here. Tungate with another steal. No,
they got that one. That was less of a kick than the first one.
I thought it almost hit his hand first. It was real close to Brody getting a hand on it, but he got a hand and a foot on it, and U-High will get the ball back. You know, one thing at moving Hayes in now moves Comnick back to a wing, which he's more accustomed to, and just gives us another rebounder out on the court with Comnick rebounding from the guard position, and Hayes obviously 6'5" underneath helping out on the boards.
U-High with the basketball. They work it around the perimeter. Kirby, now they get it to Johnson, out to Smith. Smith's going to dribble in, pull up, jumper, no good. And Comnick flies over everybody to grab the rebound. Now here come the Railers. Tungate pushes right, now gives it up top to Hayes. Hayes picks up his dribble, now gives it to Tungate. Smith right wing. Comnick pulls up, three-pointer on the way, nothing but net for Comnick, and it's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer.
Yeah, had a nice little rhythm into that jump shot as Hayes set the screen. They went underneath, and Comnick made him pay for it. And a nice
Tungate got it with his hands that time, no feet involved, and here comes Hayes. Bounce pass to Smith. Now they'll work it around the perimeter to the left. Comnick left wing, now Hayes, left corner. Feed Horn. Horn picks up his dribble, nowhere to go, needs some help. Now gives it to Hayes left wing. Now they'll work it to the right. Coach Al calls out the play, and now the Railers set up their offense with 1:08 to go. Tungate left wing, Horn. Now here's Comnick. Comnick pulls up, jumper, got it. The haircut's working, Mr. Comnick.
And that's what works. We'll get a cut every game. I'm not too concerned with that part of it, but yeah, you're right. Nice little jump shot there by Comnick, couple dribble pull up, and you're right. It's nice to get him going a little bit.
12-1 Railers, 45 seconds to go in the first. Fitzgerald fires up a three, in and out, no good. Johnson there for the putback. It's up and good for the Pioneers with 32 seconds to go.
Well, you can see the Railer offense just different with Hayes out there. You know, the rhythm is better, the passing is better, the cuts got a little more behind it. We can do that pick and roll, which has worked a couple times already.
Hayes left wing, now Smith left corner. See if the Railers hold for one. They will with 13 seconds. Tungate with it, top of the key. 8 seconds, they run the play. Comnick to Horn. Corner. Tungate with 3. He's going to fire up a 3 off the rim, no good. And Johnson with the rebound. And at the end of the first quarter, it's the Lincoln Railers 12. The U-High Pioneers 3. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have second quarter action here on WLCN 96.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. Phone 217-735-5400.
It'll be Railer basketball to start the second quarter with a 12-3 lead. Comnick will inbound for the Railers. On the floor for the Railers, Comnick, Tungate, Horn, Miller, and now Frank Sanders checks in for Hayes as Hayes got a few minutes in there, Josh, just to see how he would handle it, and he looked pretty good there the limited time he was in. Now a little lob to Frank. Frank hit out of his hands. And it will be U-High basketball. He got just a little too deep there and kind of lost where he was at.
And obviously the old-timers will tell you, don't bring that ball down, big guy. That's where the little guys got it, and that's exactly what happened. The little guys from U-High.
And another kick on Tungate.
Able to swipe it away from Sanders.
Does Tungate play soccer?
Yeah, got good feet, right? I mean, it's quick feet, and it doesn't end up in a steal, but it makes U-High reset up something in their half-court offense.
Smith to inbound, fires it in the corner to Fitzgerald. Now Holden will work it around top to Kruger. Now back to Holden, feed Johnson, nowhere to go. Kick it out to Holden, now Smith. Fitzgerald with it. Now bounce pass to Johnson, finds a lane, head fake, and we're going to have a foul on the Railers.
Yeah, and again, that time Comnick did it in the first quarter. That time Horn did it there where he was late getting over and decided to try to go for the steal. And when you don't get that, you got nothing in between the basket and the big guy there, 13, Johnson. And Johnson able to get to the basket, but got fouled.
Foul was on Brady Miller, his first, team first. And it wasn't a bad foul. Missed both free throws. 12-3 Railers. Tungate with the basketball. Now Miller. Work it over to Comnick. Working around the perimeter. Horn, Sanders, and Kruger just battling down
just
there.
blasting him in the back. He did it 2 times there, and Frank pleading to the ref on the first time after he did it. He just hit him in the back, and that time the referee got it.
I don't know if I want to tangle with Big Frank.
Well, especially not as your size of number 4, I don't think.
They're going to switch it up. Johnson on him. Ooh. Turnover. Here comes Smith. Up and good for Smith, and it's 12-5.
Boy, and a costly turnover, which led to a quick basket there for U-High.
Tungate pushes left. Now he'll back it out and give it to Horn. Now Miller. Miller up top to Comnick. Now Tungate to Horn. Horn to Miller. Miller dribbles in. Nothing there. Bounce pass to Horn. Couldn't grab it. Out of bounds off the Railers. Good cut by Horn. Just couldn't handle the pass.
Yeah, too hard. Kind of a hard pass, but one of those things where you don't try to catch it with one hand. See if you can get 2 paws on it. And a turnover by the Railers, which has been back-to-back possessions now for the Railers with turnovers.
Johnson will get across the timeline. Now give it to Smith. Kirby now back to Smith. Over in the corner to Kruger. Feed Johnson, little trap. Loses it, and a jump ball called. Arrow goes to the Pioneers.
Yeah, Johnson getting it into areas where he can score. He's got it at the free throw line a couple times and traveled, and there he caught it trying to post up, just not real sure of what to do with it when he gets it.
Now the Railers going with some size that we haven't seen a whole lot this year, Josh,
right,
with Smith in there, Hayes and Sanders. Johnson, nowhere to go. Try to get it down low to Smith. Now Frank rips it out of there, kick it up to Miller. Miller, we got a 2-on-2. Smith up and got fouled. Couldn't get it to go.
Boy,
but Smith's going to get 2 free throws, yeah.
Comnick picks it up. Frank goes to the ground to pick up the loose ball, kicks it to Comnick. Comnick up to Miller in a hurry, and a bullet pass to Smith, who was streaking down the other side of the court. And just the Railers getting up and going, and just a little bit more life in this team here tonight.
Smith, free throw, good. Second free throw from Smith. Up and no good. Comnick hit it out of there. Miller up with it and good. Good play by Comnick. Hit it out of the hands of the Pioneer off the backboard right to Miller. He put it up and good.
Yeah, no box out by U-High, and Comnick able to slap it, and it went off the backboard, as you said, right to Miller. Miller put it up and good.
15-5. Railers up by 10 with 5:27 to go in the first half.
Boy, in this, when you have Hayes and Sanders back in the lineup, now you can, Tungate was playing, as you said earlier in the pregame, 32 minutes from the top of that press and that defense. Now you can move Miller in and give Tungate a little bit of a break.
3 by Fitzgerald, up and good. He's got a quick release. Smith up, got grabbed, count that bucket. And Smith will go to the line for the and one.
Yeah, and really a pointless foul there by
I mean, it wasn't even a hard foul.
Yeah,
if you're going to foul him, foul him.
Right, right. He just kind of grabbed onto his jersey a little bit, and that wasn't going to stop Smith from going to the hoop.
Fouls on number 1, Fitzgerald, his first, team third. So 3 team fouls for the Pioneers. Smith missed a free throw. Miller's going to try to track it down, hit off his hands, out of bounds. Pioneer basketball. 17-8, 4:58 to go here in the first half. Holden back to Smith. Now over to Kirby. Kirby picks up his dribble, gets it over to Smith. Smith crosses the timeline. He's got 15 that checked in for Pioneers.
Yeah, 15, Campbell. Life Campbell, a 6-foot sophomore. They're young. You know, U-High only really playing one senior so far here in this game. So some youth for U-High here tonight.
Feed it in to Clemenson. He loses it. And out of bounds off of the Pioneers. It will be Railer basketball.
Yeah, it was tipped away, and Comnick didn't realize it, and some of the bench was yelling at him, turn around, pick it up here, and he got it, but then it went out on U-High.
Railers up 17-8 with the basketball. Miller trots it up, goes right, now gives it to Smith. A little pick by Sanders. Comnick pulls up, free throw line, left it short. Fought for underneath. Frank and Clemenson out of bounds off of U-High. Good job by Frank fighting for that basketball. And it will be Railer basketball on their own baseline. Comnick to inbound.
Probably as big as lineup as we can put out there, Scott. The Comnick, Sanders, Hayes.
Little lob pass to Hayes, up and good. And the Railers up 19-8. Their biggest lead of the night, 11 points. Halfway through the first half. Smith over to Fitzgerald, back to Smith. They'll go right to Kirby. Now they'll feed Holden. He's going to pull up for a jumper. Weird looking shot by Holden. Now here comes Miller. Hayes to Comnick, left wing, back top to Hayes. Trying to get Big Frank involved here. Him and Clemenson are banging down low. Now they'll work it up top over to the left to Miller, left wing. Now they'll feed Frank, a little too far. Kirby with the interception.
Boy, one thing the Railers haven't done a good job is handling the basketball tonight. We've got several turnovers and really uncostly or unfortunate turnovers with not a lot of pressure put on by U-High.
Shot by Clemenson. Wow, he probably should square up to the basket. He kind of shot that sideways. Sanders will track it down. Now reset their offense. Comnick's going to blow by. Holden's going to bump him. And that's the 4th team foul on the Pioneers. One more will be in double bonus.
You know, as bad as U-High's played so far, the Railers really just with not a big lead here, up 11, 19-8, 2:58 left in the half here, and we've missed some opportunities to really extend this lead.
Comnick kicks it in to Hayes. Hayes went up and got it. Hayes to Comnick. Now Smith feeds Hayes. Hayes kicks it up top. Tungate 3. Top of the key. Rolls around. No good. Rebound U-High. Clemenson gets to the lane. Nothing there. Kick it out. Smith. Smith's going to dribble right to Johnson. Tapped by Comnick. Fought for. Johnson comes away with it. Now try to get it to Fitzgerald in the corner. And Comnick kicked that out of bounds. Pioneer basketball. Smith to inbound on his own baseline. Kicks it in to Kirby. Now Fitzgerald. Now Smith will hold it out with 2:12 to go in the first half. Railers up 19-8. Kirby, deep 3, in and out, no good. Rebound Comnick with 2:02 to go. Here comes Tungate. Pushes right. Now hands off to Smith. Up top to Hayes. Handed off to Comnick. Little feed to Smith. Got too low. Nowhere to go. Now Hayes. Got hit. No call. Comnick 3. Too strong. No good. Rebound Pioneers.
Yeah, he didn't have a good handle on it. And well, you know, sometimes as a shooter, when you don't get a good handle on it, and then try to shoot it, not good, and Comnick way off on that 3. Good defense there by the Railers, and Hayes looks a little gassed now.
.122 to go in the first half. Railers up 19-8.
Love to see some sort of a backdoor here. I think U-High really put enough pressure on us that we can do that.
Smith, right wing, now working around the perimeter to the left. Tungate dribble by his guy, and he's going to be hit by Clemenson. And Tungate's going to get 2 free throws.
Good drive again. Another clear out for Tungate on that side of the court. And U-High coach not happy with the call. Wanted it on the other end, but Tungate going to go to the line for 2.
Free throw up and good from Tungate.
If Tungate 5 on the night.
Second one, Tungate. Off the rim, no good. 20-8. Railers up 12. 1 minute to go in the first half. Johnson gives it to Smith. Under a minute to go. Clemenson up and good.
We'll see if the Railers try to hold for 1 here. Quite a bit of time left here. 40 seconds in this second quarter left.
Hayes going to fire a 3 from the top of the key. No good. Clemenson with the rebound. Don't know that was the shot that Coach Al was wanting.
Yeah, especially
if it would have went in, fine.
Well, great, yeah, it looks great then, but you had time. I don't know if U-High was going to put enough pressure on you that you couldn't hold it for that period of time, and now you're going to give U-High a chance to score here going into halftime.
Bounce pass to Clemenson, partially blocked by Horn, but Johnson's there for the offensive rebound and the putback. 20-12. Railers, 15 seconds to go in the first half. Now they will hold for 1. Comnick left wing. Now Hayes left elbow. Feed Horn. Horn pulls pulls up. Jumper rolls around, no good. And at the end of the first half, it's the Lincoln Railers 20, Normal U High Pioneers 12. We'll take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have the Grau Incorporated halftime show here on WLCN 96.3.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culvers of Lincoln, Grau Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. Phone 217-735-5400.
You're in the Grau Incorporated halftime show as the Railers lead it here 22-12 over the Pioneers from U-High. We'll run through the scoring first for U-High. They were led in the first half by Cameron Johnson. Johnson with 4, Devin Fitzgerald with 3, 2 points apiece for Dallas Smith and Bodie Clemenson, and 1 point for A.J. Holden. The Railers were led in the first half by the junior Brody Tungate. Tungate with 6, Comnick with 5, Drew Hayes with 4, 3 points for Gabe Smith, and 2 for Brady Miller. Again, 20-12 here at halftime. We'll send it back to studios for a quick timeout. More with the Grau Incorporated halftime show, and you're listening.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
This is Corporal Brian Clements with the Lincoln Police Department. This week, Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers is seeking information in reference to a shooting that occurred on December 30th, 2024 at approximately 7 to 8 p.m. in the area of the North Jefferson Street near the Logan County Fairgrounds. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries from a small caliber gunshot. At this time, no description of a suspect was given. If you have any information on this crime, please contact the Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers anonymously at 217-732-3000 or the Lincoln Police Department at 217-732-2151. Tips leading to an arrest could receive a cash reward of up to $1,000. Crime Stoppers only wants your information, not your name.
The Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week is brought to you by Me Realty, supporting a thriving community safe for families through support of the Crime Stoppers program. Me Realty, 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here at halftime as the Railers lead it at half 20-12. You're in the Grau Incorporated halftime show. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here from Coach Neil Alexander Court. And I wouldn't say it was a perfect half, Scott, but it was, I thought, better. Still just 20 points for the Railers, but the defense has been really strong here against U-High. That part at the Railers with 5 turnovers, and I would say it doesn't seem like a lot, but really the U-High pressure is not a lot for us to be turning the ball over. Just been some careless turnovers.
Yeah, you're right, and some careless passes. Overall, we're up 8 points. We can't complain about that, but got a little sloppy for us at times, and still trying to figure things out. When you got a full crew out there that you're not used to working with for pretty much the whole year, still working it out, but we've got options now where we can do some inside-outside stuff, and hopefully the Raiders can come out and pick up where they left off in the first half.
U-High 5 of 15 from the field, 33%, 1 of 4 from 3, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. They've got 14 rebounds, 4 of them offensive, 8 turnovers, 3 steals for U-High. The Railers shoot 50% from the field, 8 of 16, just 2 of 8 from three-point land, 25%, and 2 of 5 from the free throw line. 9 rebounds, 1 of them offensive for the Railers, 5 turnovers, and 4 steals. Again, the Railers are led by Tungate with 6 points here in this first half, and again, we'll see how many minutes Hayes and Sanders Hayes probably got a few more minutes than Sanders, but they kind of traded off back and forth, and then Hayes was out there quite a while in that second quarter as the Railers, everything just looks a little smoother when he's out there. Scott, a little more motion. The one thing that did work, and we haven't been able to do without Hayes out there, has been the high ball screen, and that got us a few baskets.
Yeah, it did, and like you said, it does make a difference when you have him out there, just the way spacing and things like that. But I'm sure Coach Al went in, made some halftime adjustments, and probably see a little different sets this second half, and hopefully the Raiders can get it going.
20-12, the Railers lead it. Back with third quarter action in just a minute and a half. You're in the Grau Incorporated halftime show, and you're listening to
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by
Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, learn how Chase
Railer basketball to start the second half. Up by 8 points. Tungate, little bump there, no call. He'll keep going. Now pick up his dribble, give it to Komnick. Now Smith, work it to the left. Horn up top with it. Now hands off to Tungate. Komnick pulls up. Free throw line, rolls around and good for Komnick.
Yeah, we get out to that free throw line spot, which is a good spot to pull up and shoot it. And a good job there by Carson to get to that area and knock it down.
Raiders up by 10. Third quarter just underway. Holden tries to get it inside. Horn with the block, but Holden gets it back.
Good thing he did, too, because Komnick was beat there to get to that post and would have been an easy post up for U-High. Good job by Blake at keeping those hands up and getting the deflection.
Bounce pass into Clemenson, stolen away on the floor. Now they'll get it out to Kirby. Now reset with Holden, now Smith. Smith around the back. Miller had a pick. Over to Kruger. Trying to feed it inside, nothing there. Now work it to the left. Holden, left wing. Up top to Kirby. Now Smith.
Well, they take their time, right?
Yeah, and let them.
Yeah,
we're up 10.
Yeah,
let
they're
them eat
not
some of that clock.
They're not too concerned on.
Holden up and good, and that was out of bounds. There we go, Railer ball. Holden snuck in behind our defense, just about had an easy putback, but no good. Out of bounds, Railer basketball.
Yeah, Railer's got away with one there. Horn kind of came up too far on that high post coverage and left Holden, probably their best athlete, get away for a putback or almost a lob play, but he didn't get it to go in.
Railers up 10 with the basketball. Just about to the 6-minute mark here in the third. Horn with it up top. Now to Smith. Smith, or that's Miller, feeds Horn. Got a little too deep, nowhere to go, needs some help. Feeds Komnick. Komnick was going to go up, got hammered, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, I was waiting for Komnick to cut. He had a clear lane to the basket. We had a perfect view of it. Horn under some trouble underneath the hoop. Could have been almost a 3-second call with the ball, but finally Komnick cut and then got fouled.
Free throw up and good for Komnick. Johnson's going to check in for the Pioneers, and Kruger will have a seat.
Railers 2 of 5 from the free throw line, now 3 of 6 on the game.
Second one no good for Komnick. Rattles in and out, and the Pioneers.
Now 3 of 7. Railers not shooting very well from the free throw line.
23-12 Railers. Pioneers with the ball. Smith with it. Now over to Holden. Back to Smith. Feed Johnson. He'll get by Horn. Now nowhere to go. Trapped by Horn and Smith. Johnson nowhere to go. Gives it to Smith. He'll get to the lane. Loses it. Komnick will get the loose ball, and he'll be fouled in the process.
Their coach complains about everything. I mean, he's all over him. He did nothing. They lost it in the air, and Komnick went up and got hammered by Smith, and sure why he didn't think that was a foul.
Komnick up to Miller. Miller pushes left, kicks it. Horn thought about a three, didn't take it. Now the Railers reset up top, work the perimeter. Miller's dribbling in, loses it, and out of bounds. Pioneer basketball.
Yeah, unforced turnover there too. Miller with a good drive baseline, just dribbled it off his foot, and that'd be the 6th turnover now for the Railers, and just at a time where you can kind of extend this lead. You know, we're up 11 and got the basketball, and we just shooting ourselves in the foot when we get this lead.
Smith dribbles right, gives it to Kirby. Now they'll feed Johnson. Guarded there by Komnick. Now all the way across to Fitzgerald. Now Smith resets up top. Kirby's going to fire a three off the rim, no good. Komnick with another rebound.
Yeah, good box out there by Carson. Had a big 31 on his back, and good job of him going up and getting it.
Tungate, wide open three, didn't take it. Komnick's going to dribble in, pick it up, give it to Miller. Miller's finding lane, up with the right, and he's blocked by Kirby. Kirby pushes right. Nowhere to go. Now reset with Johnson. Kirby fires up a three, off the rim, no good. Smith with the rebound. Tungate, right wing. Now they'll work it to the left. Komnick pulls up for a three, off the rim, no good. Rebound Pioneers. Here comes Smith. A little bump by Tungate. Foul is on Tungate. That is his second, team first. Hayes is going to check in for Miller. Railers up 23-12, 3:30 to go in the third. Johnson's going to dribble in on Horn, nowhere to go. Finds a Clemenson, stepped on the baseline, out of bounds. Railer basketball.
Yeah, we went for a steal there too, and almost hurt us as they tried to get in the middle. Luckily, the big guy stepped on the out of bounds line.
Hayes over to Tungate. Tungate blows to the middle, kicks it out in the corner. Now they'll work it to Hayes. Hayes to Smith. Smith, Horn, three, left wing, off the rim, up over the basket. No call. Usually call that out of bounds, don't they?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't go over there, it's okay.
Shot by Smith is no good. Hayes tries to track it down, and Johnson. Off of Johnson, going to be Railer basketball.
Yeah, usually as long as it doesn't go over, it can bounce on the top now. Just can't go over.
Sanders is going to check in for Horn. Tungate will walk it up. Here comes the trap. And out of bounds. Inbound by Fitzgerald to Johnson. Now Smith. Pioneers working around the perimeter. Smith going to dribble in. Nothing there. Now he'll back it out. Give it to Kirby. Back to Smith.
I don't think he's not going to do anything with it. Yeah.
Nope, he's going to travel with it.
Yeah, good job by Hayes. He just stood straight up and stayed behind him, and Kruger underneath, not going to score on Hayes.
Now U-High going to run and jump. Hayes to Smith. Smith kicks it out to Komnick. Komnick up and good for Komnick.
Yeah, good pass there by Gabe and a good cut again by Carson of not standing on the three-point line. Get to the basket, try and get an easy one, and he did.
Johnson's going to dribble in. Bump by Frank. Now going to be hit on the arm, and they're going to say he's shooting.
Yeah, it looks like it.
He was not shooting.
Frank stand his ground a little bit, not let Johnson back him down there. Frank definitely big enough to stop that, and Johnson just barrels his way in and gets to that underneath the hoop, and I think they got a foul on Carson as he tried to slap it away. Johnson's first free throw up and good. U-High 2 of 5 from the free throw line here tonight.
Didn't think he was in the act of shooting. Second one no good. Rebound Tungate. 25-13, under 2 minutes to go in the third. Get it to Komnick. Now find a wide open Smith. Nowhere to go. Hayes, three on the way. Off the rim, no good. Tracked down by Kirby for the Pioneers. Here comes Johnson. Around the back. Loses it on the ground, slaps it over to Fitzgerald, fires up a three, no good. Kruger there for the putback, and Komnick's going to pick up his second.
Getting a little sloppy.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Air balls will do that, though. You think it's going to hit the rim, and it doesn't, and then it's a scramble. Kruger, free throw up and good.
It's like Horn checks in for Hayes, and you can obviously tell he's not 100%, but
second one up and no good. Tungate with the rebound. Railers up 11 with 1:23 to go.
Yeah, Railers got to watch out for this run and jump here.
Tungate loses it. Smith up and good. Coach Al wants a timeout to figure out this run and jump here, Josh, and you got 2 or 3 guys coming at you. Somebody's going to be open.
Yeah, we got guys that are on the other side of the court not moving up as their man goes to try to jump and attack Tungate. Our guys are standing in the back and expecting Brody to break it by himself, and all you got to do is come to the basketball. If your man leaves, then you've got to be open. You got to come get the basketball. And then once you break that first initial two-man trap, you got your advantage going the other way.
Be Railer basketball out of the timeout. Horn to inbound. He'll get it into Tungate. Now back to Horn. Here comes that run and jump. Over to Tungate. Got to get it across, guys. Gets it into Smith. Now Sanders. Got it across, but it didn't feel comfortable.
No, I wasn't comfortable at all. It was close to a turnover or a 10-second call. Now the Railers just a little out of sorts here on what we're supposed to do.
Railers with the basketball, 30 seconds to go here in the third. Railers up 11.
9.
Yes, 9.
Wish it was 11.
Tungate to Smith, right wing with 13 to go. Now Sanders fired over to Tungate. Tungate finds a lane up with the right. Route around, no good. Sanders there for the rebound. Easy putback for Sanders. And now it's 11.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. And
Three-quarter shot, no good.
Thank goodness Sanders was there on the offensive rebound. That's a big basket to end. The Railers, it'll be U-High's ball coming out in the fourth, but big basket there by Frank.
27-16 Railers. We'll be back after these.
This is Corporal Brian Clements with the Lincoln Police Department. This week, Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers is seeking information in reference to a shooting that occurred on December 30th, 2024 at approximately 7 to 8 p.m. in the area of the North Jefferson Street near the Logan County Fairgrounds. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries from a small caliber gunshot. At this time, no description of a suspect was given. If you have any information on this crime, please contact the Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers anonymously at 217-732-3000 or the Lincoln Police Department at 217-732-2151. Tips leading to an arrest could receive a cash reward of up to $1,000. Crime Stoppers only wants your information, not your name.
The Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week is brought to you by Me Realty, supporting a thriving community safe for families through support of the Crime Stoppers program. Me Realty, 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Take a 27-16 lead into the fourth quarter. It will be U-High basketball to start the fourth. Scott Kirby, Josh Connick, Lloyd Kirby here this evening.
Yeah, you got Miller, Horn, Smith, Sanders, and Hayes out there at this point in the game.
Try to get it down low to Holden on the floor. And what do we got?
Like a foul on Smith.
Yep.
Ball underneath.
Second one on Smith. First team foul. Holden's going to dribble by Sanders. Now nowhere to go. Fires it up top to Kirby. Now they'll reset. Johnson. Over to Kruger. Now a little lob to Holden. Fire it out to Kirby. Feed it into Clemenson. Now here's Johnson. Throw it up. No good. Sanders with the rebound. Horn picks up his dribble. Now gives it to Sanders, left corner. Sanders to Hayes. Now work it to the right. Railers working it around. Horn. Smith. Now Miller, left wing. Hayes, top of the key. Work it to Horn. Trying to get Sanders something. Miller's going to dribble in, feed Sanders up, blocked by Holden. Now here come the Pioneers. Johnson's going to work his way in. Hayes tried to rip it from him. Johnson up, no good. Fought for, out of bounds. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not going to win with one there.
He was kind of.
Yeah. Although I think Johnson
decisive.
Thinks he should have made it, obviously, right underneath the basket. But a good fight there by Sanders and Hayes underneath on the smaller Johnson.
Raiders with the basketball, up by 11. 6 minutes to go in the game.
See how we're going to break this.
That looked a little better.
It's a little better, a little more confident there.
Sanders back to Smith to Hayes. Work it left to Miller.
Boy, Hayes with a huge size advantage on Dallas Smith, the point guard underneath on Hayes. We got to figure out. Now they switch off.
Miller's going to dribble, pull it out. Now give it to Hayes. Hayes left wing. Tungate deep three off the rim, no good. Smith with the rebound. Fitzgerald pulls up for a jumper, no good. Miller for the rebound for the Railers. Railers up 11. Not a high-scoring game.
No, we didn't. It wasn't going that way as when we started.
Gives it to Miller, left wing, three on the way, off the rim, no good. Kirby with the rebound. Fitzgerald's going to pull for a three, off the rim, no good. Miller will track it down.
Oh, good thing they can't score.
Yeah, it's like a three fest here going on. Miller to Hayes. Let's get something to the basket.
Yeah, you're right. Some kind of backdoor or some lob or a post up by one of our big guys. Looks like we're gassed right now.
Got a push on Johnson.
Just the first team foul now on U-High. Only one on the Railers here in the quarter. Comnick checks in for Sanders. So you've got Miller, Tungate, Smith, Comnick, and Hayes out there. And it looks like it'll be timeout Lincoln, I believe.
I think that's U-High.
U-High got a timeout?
Yeah. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Lincoln Rather Basketball brought to you by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center located at 304 North McLean Street and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. 27-16 Railers, 4:37 to go in the game, and it will be Lincoln basketball out of the timeout. Little backdoor to Smith, up and good. There we go, something to the rim.
Needed it to extend that lead now. 29-16, 4:30 left here in the fourth quarter, and a good out-of-bounds play there by the Railer staff and executed well by the guys.
Well, bounce pass, stolen away. And here come the Railers. Kick it out to Comnick. Now they'll reset up top. Hayes with it. Comnick finds the lane, up with the right, no good. Here comes Johnson for the Pioneers. Stripped away from behind from Comnick. It will be U-High basketball on their own baseline as Kruger checks in for Clemenson for the Pioneers. Kirby, 3 up top, got it.
Yeah, and Tungate right on him as a quick out of bounds. Just a one pass to Kirby, and Kirby lines it up and gets a 3.
Another timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it right here. Lincoln Railer basketball brought to you by Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Call 217-651-8046. Be Railer basketball out of the timeout. Lead is down to 10 after the 3 from Kirby.
Yeah, and you got to think this run and jump is gonna continue for U-High.
There it is. They'll get it to Tungate. Tungate to Comnick. And there's a bump by Kruger. That's his 4th. Oh, they're going to get it on number 2, Holden.
Holden, yeah.
His 2nd, team 2nd. Tungate kicks it out to Miller. Now they'll reset up top. Smith, top of the key. Now over to Hayes, left wing. All the way across to Miller. Comnick underneath, left it short. Hayes there for the putback. And it's 31-19 with under 3 minutes to go.
Well, it looked like Comnick got undercut on that.
Yeah, he did.
On that layup, and no call underneath.
U-High with the basketball. Smith gets it to Johnson, crosses the timeline. Back to Smith. Railers up 12. Feed it into Holden. Nowhere to go. Kick it out. Johnson 3 on the way. No good. Comnick tracks the rebound down. Now here comes Hayes. Fired into Smith. Over to Comnick. Now Miller. Miller left corner.
The Railers got U-High really scrambling too. I think there's times where we can get to the basket.
There's a push by Kruger. Now that is his 4th.
Yeah, 3 team fouls now on U-High, so 2 more, and the Railers will be shooting some free throws.
Miller kicks it all the way up top to Smith with 2:14 to go. Backdoor Comnick up, and Johnson there to redirect it. Now here come the Pioneers. Kirby, he's going to dribble in. Up with the right, and good for Kirby. With 2 minutes to go, it's down to a 10-point lead for the Railers. Smith. Head fake, up and good. Railers back up by 12, 1:40 to go in the game.
Did a better job now of breaking that run and jump as Smith is starting to come right to the middle, and Hayes has been able to find him, and we've been able to break it a little easier.
3, got it. Kirby hit another 3. Kept him quiet first half, and even into the 4th quarter, and he's got 8 points just like that.
Yeah, quick too. Just kind of keeping them around. 9-point lead here. Still a lot of time. 1:31 left in this game, and they've hit the shots when they've needed to. The Railers have had plenty of chances to extend this lead, and we've just not been able to get. Comnick's had a couple opportunities, had some layups on the other end, and they're not going in.
Railer basketball brought to you by Heartland Bank and Trust Company with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at 616 Woodlawn Road. Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 407 Keokuk in Lincoln. Will be Railer basketball out of the 32nd timeout. Hayes will inbound for the Railers, kick it to Miller. Miller all the way across to Tungate. Tungate finds Miller, or that's Smith. Back to Tungate, and there's the foul on Kruger. That's his 5th. I don't know if he forgot how many fouls he has.
Yeah, I don't know if he's too worried about it at this point in the game, but 14 fouls now on U-High. No, should be 4. 14th foul now, I believe, on U-High, if the board is correct.
The 4th. Now Miller to inbound. Gets it into Tungate. Now here comes that run and jump. There you go. You got Miller. To Komnick. Oh, over Hayes' head. I saw Hayes cut to the basket. Just threw it a little high. And Hayes couldn't grab it. Railers up by 9. 1:12 to go. Got to keep an eye on Kirby. Fitzgerald to Johnson. Now a little lob to Holden, up and good. And the lead is down to 7. Miller crosses the timeline, kicks it up to Komnick. Now he pulled it out.
I think U-High would have to foul here. Bad spot to get it in.
Tough pass all the way up top. We got a timeout.
Yeah, it looked like timeout, and it's probably coach saw where that pass went to Miller in the corner, and got a good timeout there. But we also have to take it out of bounds from over in that spot too. So tough area for the Railers to throw it in.
Railers up by 7. 39 seconds left here in the ball game. Railer basketball brought to you by Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654.
So, wow, they're going to give it right underneath the basket.
Miller to inbound. Nowhere to go. Now kicks it into Tungate. Tungate dribbles around the pressure, and he's going to be fouled by Smith.
Yeah, and that guy tries to come from behind and reach and slap it away every time. And usually the officials don't let that happen very often. And he's got away with it a couple times. That time he did not. So Tungate will go to the line with 2 free throws. The Railers up 33-26, 36.7 seconds left.
Free throw from Tungate rolls in and out, no good. Railers only up 7 with 36 seconds to go. Still a 3-possession ball game. Second one from Tungate, up and good, and it's 34-26. Johnson pushes left. Gives it to Fitzgerald. Nothing there. Now bounce pass to Johnson. Kicks it out. Kirby. 3 on the way. In and out. No good. Pfaffer underneath. Komnick comes away with it. All over him. Now they'll feed Johnson. He's going to get on the arm. No shot. Foul is on the Railers. Foul's on Hayes. His first, team second. Smith dribbles in, feeds Johnson. He's going to put it up and misses it. Blocked by Horn, but gets it to go. And Johnson's going to go to the free throw line. Lead is down to 6 for the Railers. Miller's going to check in for Horn.
Boy, the Railers got to get it inbounds and probably hit some free throws.
Free throw up and good for Johnson, and it is a 5-point ball game. There's a foul by Johnson on Komnick, and Komnick's going to get 2 free throws, 2 crucial free throws.
Yeah.
As it's only a 4-point game, Josh. Good thing is there's only 12 seconds left.
Yeah, time might run out, but we've seen crazier things, I'm sure. And Komnick's got to step up and knock a couple down here.
First one up and good. Second one up and off the rim, no good. Not a bad miss.
Yeah, foul by Tungate too. Not a bad foul there, nothing hurt there. 14 fouls now on the Railers, and boy, the Railers not been good from the free throw line here tonight, Scott, either. I believe that's now 5 of 11 from the line.
Holden to Smith. Smith's going to dribble in, kick it out to Fitzgerald. He's going to throw up a 3. Got it. Fitzgerald launches up a 3 with 1.3 seconds to go in the game. It's 35-32 Railers. Well, we're just up by 12, I think around maybe the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, and as you said, a lot of time left. Komnick only gets 1 to go, and that was a crucial one now you think about it, because that gives you a 3-point lead here, but the Railers have not done a good job here of securing this lead, and we got to get it in ball in bounds, and I always worry here that you hit something, the backboard, or you hit the rafter or something. I know the rafters are tall here at Coach Neil Alexander Court, but boy, you got to get the ball in bounds somehow here, and then you probably got to knock down a free throw.
Some more sponsors for Lincoln Railer basketball. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers Chin help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. Hayes to inbound, throws it all the way down to Smith. All he has to do is touch it, and he'll get fouled and go to the line for 2 with .6.
Yeah, we need 1, right?
Need 1.
Anything can happen here. Throw a launch from a long way away, and somehow it goes in. So Gabe needs 1, and this thing's over.
First one up and good. So now the fans can take a deep breath and relax. Second one up and good. Fitzgerald's going to throw up a 3-quarter shot. Well short, and now to do it here from Lincoln. Your final score, the Lincoln Railers 37, Normal U High Pioneers 32. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Grau Incorporated postgame show here on WLCN 96.3.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culvers of Lincoln, Grau Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark, State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan, Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball.
Win it here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, 37-32 over the Pioneers from U-High. We'll run through the scoring here. First for the Pioneers, they were led tonight by two guys with 8 points, Cameron Johnson and Owen Kirby, both with 8. 6 points for Devin Fitzgerald, 4 points for Dallas Smith, 3-point basket for A.J. Holden, 2 points for Bodie Clemenson, and 1 point for Austin Kruger. The Railers were led here tonight by the junior Carson Komnick. Komnick with 11, 9 points for Gabe Smith, 7 for Brody Tungate, 6 for Drew Hayes, and 2 points for Brady Miller. Again, the Railers win it here, 37-32. We'll kick it back to studios for more of the Growl Incorporated postgame. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Donating pet food can keep families together. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC.
Welcome back, Railer Nation. You're in the Growl Incorporated postgame show. Josh Komnick, Scott Kirby, Lloyd Kirby here from Coach Neil Alexander Court as the Railers win it 37-32. The Railers improve to 11-8 on the season and 3-4 in Central State 8 play, while the Pioneers fall to 12-11 and 3-4 in conference action. Again, the Railers back in action tomorrow as the Rocks from Rock Island visit Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, and that will be a 5 5 o'clock JV start, 6:30 varsity. I want to say also that the Railer sophomores victorious again here tonight as they were big winners over Normal U-High. And Scott, it wasn't pretty, but anything is a W, especially coming off a 3-game slide that the Railers were on. We'll take the W, but we almost gave it too close.
Yeah, U-High made a little run there at the end, Josh. I think we were up by 12, about 4 minutes to go. And, give credit to U-High. They stuck in there. But, like you said, a win's a win. And we haven't seen those as of late. And, get back on the winning track's got to feel pretty good. But we're going to have to come right back here tomorrow and take on another tough team.
Yeah, I thought we had a chance to really blow this thing open. Railers just couldn't convert on some missed opportunities, and U-High was able to drain a couple threes late and get themselves right back in it. We'll run through the stats here. Normal U-High shoots 33% from the field. They were 4 of 15 from three-point land for 27%, and 4 of 9 from the free throw line. 44% from there. 28 rebounds, 7 of offensive, 12 turnovers on 4 steals. Again, they were led in scoring by 2 guys, Cameron Johnson and also Owen Kirby here tonight. The Railers shoot 42% from the field, 14 of 33. Not good from the three-point range, though. 2 of 13. And free throws let us down as well tonight here. 7 of 13 from the line for the Railers. 22 rebounds for Lincoln, 3 of them offensive, 9 turnovers on 6 steals. They were led by the junior Carson Comnick. Comnick with 11 points. We'll send it back to the studios for another break before we have Coach Alexander here in the Grau Incorporated postgame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly, with less downtime, and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. Phone 217-735-5400.
Lincoln Community High School, where the Railers were victorious over the Normal U-High Pioneers 37-32 as we wait for Coach Al to make his way up here. All right, joining us now is Coach Neil Alexander. Coach, it wasn't pretty, but a win's a win, and you'll take them however you can get them because as of late, they're hard to come by.
Yeah, they are. I thought we played defensively 26, 28 minutes, pretty solid defense, and then I don't know what kicked in, but we gambled and let them have wide open looks where you got to make them move the ball, pass the ball, and you got to be able to put them away. We didn't shoot free throws very well. We missed a lot of them, or that game should have been over by the third quarter.
looks like we had a little trouble where they started running and then jumping us. Had a hard time figuring that out. Had to bring Drew in just for his height, just to see the court.
Yeah, he gives us a whole different look like that when he can see over things. And, Blake's done a good job up there, but add 3 or 4 more inches, and that does help.
Yeah, Coach, you talked about Coach couldn't put them away. We had opportunities. I think, Scott, we marked it down about 12 points. We were ahead with about 5 to go or 4 to go, and had some missed layups. Komnick with him a couple. I thought were opportunities to extend that lead. You talked about the free throws. Didn't shoot it well from three-point land either tonight. 2 of 13, and it's just been a struggle for us to get points. But I thought our energy was really good. I thought maybe with Hayes and Sanders coming in and being dressed, maybe it gave us a little spark.
Yeah, and I think they did. I thought they got the time that they needed, trying to get them back in shape when you haven't worked out for, we're 3, 4, 5 weeks, somewhere in there. Yeah. And, there's been absolutely no cardio conditioning, and I thought they both done pretty well for the time that they were on the floor.
Yeah, and we had some unforced turnovers, I thought, tonight. A couple errant passes that we dribbled off our feet a couple times. It only didn't show, really, just 9. But U-High didn't put a whole lot of pressure on us. Might be a different story tomorrow night as the Rocks come. And we didn't get we haven't seen it. I haven't seen them. I'm sure you have. But we know they kept it close with Quincy, at Quincy. So you got to believe that the Rocks will be a tough challenge here tomorrow.
Yeah, you hope, they played Galesburg tonight, which is an average team. So I'm sure they put them away early. And, hopefully they'll come down here thinking, Gales or Quincy, beat us by 30. So maybe they'll step in here and not be ready to play, and we can handle it. But they're not overly big. I think they got one kid maybe 6'5", but after that, they're well, down. We can look eye to eye with them. So, we got to be able to execute, got to be able to handle pressure, and we got to play 32 minutes.
You done there?
I'm done. I'm ready for a full day of basketball, right? Tomorrow, Coach, here.
Full
girls,
day. We
boys, freshmen.
Freshmen at 10, girls at 11:30 and 1, boys at 5 and 6:30. And I think you guys should move your seat down there, front row.
Hey, I'm all for ground level. He doesn't like it.
Right up here.
Yeah, he doesn't.
You saw where they put us at Springfield High, didn't you?
Yeah, he didn't.
I didn't like it. Lloyd didn't like it, but right up here's fine. Well, Coach, I'm sure we'll talk to you again in the morning on the cheap seats, but we'll be right back out here tomorrow. WLCN will be out here all day, so you can tune in, or better yet, come out and watch the boys play as they take on a really good Rock Island team.
Well, we've got everything. We've got the freshman boys playing Peoria High. The girls are playing Champaign Centennial, and we've got the Rocks from Rock Island. So should be a good day.
All right, Coach, we'll see you right back out here tomorrow night.
Okay, thank you.
That's going to do it for us here in Lincoln. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow, January 25th at 6:30, as the Railers will be at home to take on the Rocks of Rock Island. Our broadcast will begin with the pregame show starting around 6 o'clock. The Railers now stand at 11-8. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. We'd like to thank our listeners for listening, our viewers for viewing, and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Railer basketball. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer Claudette, cameraman and social media coordinator Lloyd Kirby, my counterpart Josh Komnick, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 37, U-High 32. Good evening, everyone. It's time to send you back to the studio for the Classic Rock Experience on the Nighttime Fix 96.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball. WLCN's live stream coverage is sponsored by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent advocating for you, your family, and your company. Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Unlock the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank and save money on the things you're already paying for. Open your account today in branch or online at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cook-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in Service, Parts, and Detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly, with less downtime, and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.